Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here at Virtuoso Travel Week with Alain Negueloua, who is the general manager of Las Alcobas Napa Valley. And if you haven't heard about this property, it just came online about less than 2 years ago. And we just stayed there, and you're going to see some images of where we were. But right now, we want to talk to Alain about the property, and you'll find out all about that and more on Insider Travel Report. It was a marvelous stay. I got to tell you, you have an amazing property. It's a leading hotels of the world. It's a combination of modern and really it's a throwback to some of the original house. And let's talk about those accommodations first. Talk about the buildings around that resort. It's amazing.
Sure, thank you. So first off, the main house has been there since 1907.
Right, and it's called, you have a name for it?
Acacia House.
Acacia House.
And it originally was a private residence built in 1907. Right. And over the years it was a hospital. It was the St. Helena's first inn at one point. And then most recently it was apartments before the current owners bought it and restored it to the property that it is today. And today houses our Acacia House restaurant.
It has
lounge.
a few rooms, but those are not the
rooms,
6 rooms.
But
right?
the main rooms are encompassed in 3 buildings throughout the property. Right. You've got about 40 rooms that look directly into the home vineyard of Beringer, and then another 22 rooms that overlook the Beringer estate.
Which is the kind of room we had. And what's the total room count?
It's 68 is the total room count.
Okay,
correct.
but the rooms we had overlooking one of the Beringer vineyards were absolutely amazing. We sat out there, and I think every room has a fire pit on the balcony, right?
Correct. Every room in that property has a private balcony with a gas fireplace and a seating area. 40 again look over the vineyard and 22 over the estate.
And the rooms themselves are very modern and very well appointed. I mean, I one of my things, if you go in and you see a Toto automatic Japanese toilet, you know that some money has been spent on these accommodations, right?
Yes, they were very thoughtfully designed by Jabu Puschelberg.
Right.
And even from the electronics, you've got all of the light controls at the bedside. You even have an automatic control for the blackout shades, which
we tried that. It worked.
Those, yes, they work very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, so the bathrooms are amazing, tubs, everything that you have. It's really a very comfortable room. And the best thing is just to sit on that, the terrace on the balcony with your fire pit and just sit there for the rest of the evening sometimes.
Correct, yeah. It's a wonderful place to come and relax. It's a very romantic place with our intimate pool setting. The spa also is in one of the barn buildings there. It's 5 treatment rooms. And
it's an amazing spa. I took a tour of it, and it just really is so wonderful, I got to tell you.
Yeah, it's, again, very well designed. And then across from it, we have the meeting space, which is our barn, about 2,200 square feet. And then you saw the center event lawn, which we hold a lot of our social events.
Well, I asked about that. Why are those, because you'll see these strips of concrete interspersed with grass, and I said, well, it's supposed to be a vineyard, right?
Correct, right. It lines up with the home vineyard of Beringer that the property faces. So those lines are the continuation of the vineyard rows.
That's amazing. And then, of course, you have your Acacia restaurant, which was really awesome, I got to tell you.
Yes, helmed by Chef Chris Cosentino. It's a restaurant that features his California cuisine, farm to table. We have a small garden on our property where a lot of our produce comes from. Very popular with the locals and the vintners as well.
Now, and then, of course, you are right next to the Beringer Vineyard and the winery, and we went up, what's the first thing you can do is just walk over, and you get a little special deal over there to get a wine tasting, right?
That's right. Beringer we have a special relationship with. They're our neighbor. We recently built a bridge that connects our 2 properties, and you're correct. Our guests staying at Las Alcobas receive an upgraded tasting at Beringer. But in addition to Beringer, you can walk to 4 other wineries in the area, and that's...
I would have done that, because we actually drove. You have an excellent concierge who set us up with a winery that I had never heard of before, Tres Perlas, and we had a private wine tasting there.
Yeah, our concierge are world class, and they will set up.
She was so excited to find this and said, "You're going to love this," and she just went out of her way to get it.
Yeah, they're an excellent team for sure.
Yeah, so you can So I guess talk about the activities what guests will do.
Yeah, so our guests can do anything from spa on property to yoga. We're also known as a wellness retreat, so we have a yoga studio. Our fitness partner can also arrange yogas on the lawn. And then our concierge really can help with our wine education program offering that we have. They can also arrange any sort of winery tasting, private or one of the big houses, to a private dining experience, ballooning in the valley. We have bikes complimentary for our guests that we can prepare a picnic for, and then off you go exploring the Napa Valley.
And then we actually we'll have another interview with your master sommelier. It was very interesting to talk to about his ideas of great wine, and so you can experience great wine at the property as well.
Correct, absolutely. Our menu is very California focused because of where we are, but we also have wines from different parts of the world as well.
Well, as I said to you earlier, that surprisingly I've been all over the world, but it's the first time I've been in Napa, and I'm a convert now, and I have to come back. It's amazing, and your property, is really truly one that I would recommend to everyone out there. Do you have anything other words you'd like to say to our travel advisors out there about how best to work with you?
Yeah, sure. The best thing is you can always obviously book us on the GDS, but we also welcome the calls directly to us on property. I work with a lot of travel advisors. The most important thing to remember is our location. You can walk to St. Helena from our hotel. You can walk to 5 different wineries, and 40 of our rooms face directly into the home vineyard of Beringer. And the margarita is the best anywhere.
I tried that. I tried that the first night. It was highly recommended, and I said I have to try that. I mean, I came for the wine and I left with the margarita. What do you want to know?
Everybody comes for the wine, but they all love leaving our famous margarita.
It's great, and it's an essential cocktail. You can have the wine too. Believe me, you don't have to go anywhere. You can just go look at the fire pit for the rest of the night.
Correct.
So, listen, Alan, thank you so much. It was a wonderful stay. I'd love to get back there one of these days. And again, you have a wonderful property.
Thank you, James. It was great to have you, and we hope to welcome you back soon.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.